Hey everyone, it's Sharna. Welcome to week 2 of our Hearts and Flower Crochet Along. How did you get on with those lovely crochet heart squares and your granny stripes? I hope you enjoyed week 1. Today we're going to talk about week 2. We are going to learn how to do the long wave stitch. A little bit of inspiration behind the long wave stitch is I live near the beach and I wanted to incorporate some of that into my blanket because I go for a walk on the beach most days, and I just wanted to have a little bit of splash of my personality in the blanket. So when you're making the long wave stitch, again, make sure you're watching the video tutorials and you're reading the pattern at the same time so you can see the different color changes and you're getting the stitch count right. So the wave stitch is made up of some lovely basic stitches. You're going to learn some new stitches this week. You should now know how to do a triple crochet. We're now going to do a half triple crochet. We're going to use the double crochet stitches and we're going to introduce a double triple crochet. The texture you get from the wave stitch, it's an absolutely gorgeous texture. You're going to get a lovely wiggly wave going across that pattern, and it's just a really fun stitch to make. If you're a new crocheter or if you're an advanced crocheter, you're just going to really love this stitch. So guys, let's grab our hook and let's get started. So this is where we got to last week. You should have 8 granny squares in front of you with your two rows of granny stripes on the top and bottom. Obviously, just for example, I'm just showing you 2 here so I can show you how to do the stitch. So let's begin. So we're going to start with this lovely gilt yarn, this gorgeous colour. So again, I pull my yarn from the outside. We're going to start at the top of your very last row of granny stripe here. So we're going to either insert our hook into the top of the chain 3 or into the space between the chain 3 and the triple, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to insert my hook, going to pull through my yarn, and I'm going to chain 1. I'm not going to count that as a stitch. Okay, so now we're going to start with a double crochet into the same stitch. So we're going to insert our hook, pull up some yarn over and pull through 2 loops. We're going to do another double crochet in the next stitch. So insert our hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And now we're going to do a half triple stitch. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over and pull up 3 loops. Going to do another half triple again. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over and pull through 3 loops on our hook. Now we're going to do a triple crochet into the next 2 stitches. Hopefully you guys should be an expert on triple crochet by now. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over, pull up 2 loops, yarn up, over, pull over another 2 loops. And we're going to do the same again. Yarn over, insert, pull up 2 loops, yarn over and pull up another 2 loops. Now we're going to make a double triple crochet into the next 3 stitches. So please watch this carefully because this is a new stitch you're going to be learning. So we're going to this time yarn over twice, with a once, twice, as you can see there. So we're going to insert our hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through 2 loops. We now have 1, 2, 3 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over, pull through another 2 loops, leaving 2 loops behind. We're going to yarn over, pull through those 2 loops. We're now going to make another double triple crochet stitch in the next stitch. So yarn over once, yarn over twice, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up 2 loops, yarn over, pull up another 2 loops, yarn over and pull up another 2 loops. Now we're going to do that stitch one more time. So yarn over once, yarn over twice, insert your hook, pull up 2 loops, pull up another 2 loops, and pull up another 2 loops. There we go. So we have got here 2 double crochets, 2 half triple stitches, 2 triple stitches, and 3 double crochet stitches. We're now going to move back to our triple stitch. So we're going to do 1 triple stitch into the next 2 stitches. So yarn over and insert your hook into the next stitch. Do 1 triple stitch, into the next stitch, another triple. Now we're going to do a half triple stitch into the next 2 stitches. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through those 3 loops. And we're going to do the same again into the next stitch. And now we're going to make a double crochet into the next 3 stitches. So insert your hook, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, it's 1 double crochet. Do the same again, insert your hook, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 1 more double crochet. And then we're now going to do half triple stitch into the next stitch, into the next 2 stitches. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook. We're going to do that again. Now we're going to do a triple stitch into the next 2 stitches. Okay, 1 triple, 2 triple. Now I'm going to show you one more time. We're going to do a double triple stitch into the next 3 stitches. So we're going to yarn over once, yarn over twice, insert your hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop. We have 4 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through another 2 loops, yarn over and pull through those last 2 loops. So we're going to do that again. If you watch what I'm doing. And one more time. There we go. Let's take a look at our stitches. So as you can see here, we have got a lovely wave effect. So we're going up and we're coming down. So it's our 3 double triple crochet stitches here that is giving this lovely curve at the top. And then we've got our 3 double crochet stitches, which is bringing the dip back down, which is forming our wave stitch. So we will continue this pattern all the way until the end of the row. So make sure you're looking at your written pattern details as well as following along with this video, and I shall see you at the end of our row. Okay, so you should have now completed your first long wave stitch. So because I've just got a small sample here, my row isn't ending like your row. On your last 3 stitches of your first long wave stitch, you should have 3 stitches left at the end. In the first 2 stitches of those 3 stitches, you should be doing a half triple crochet, ending with 1 triple crochet in the last stitch. Refer to your pattern notes for that one, your written pattern for details for that one. So now we've got to the end of the row. We're going to chain 1 and we're going to turn our work. This is a lovely simple row. what we're going to do is we are going to double crochet in every stitch until we get to the end of our row. So we've chained one, which is our turning chain. That does not count as a stitch. We're going to insert our hook into the first stitch on this row. Going to yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through those 2 loops. That's your first double crochet. We're going to do the same in the next stitch. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull up 2 loops. So you're going to do a double crochet all the way to the end of your row. I shall see you in a little while. Okay, right, so you should have now got to the end of your first row of DCs. So on this row we were working on the back of our work. So that's the front of our work and this is the back of our work. We're now going to add our new yarn. So I'm going to grab my scissors, I'm going to cut my yarn, just pull it through the loop to secure it for now. And I'm going to turn my work back so it's facing me. So it should look like that. So the next colour we're going to add is our lovely deep rose again. So on this row, we are going to start with a double triple stitch. I think that's right, excuse me. So we are going to insert our hook into the first double crochet stitch from the previous row. So we're going to insert our hook here. We're going to grab our yarn and we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So that acts as our first double triple stitch. We're now going to make a double triple stitch into the next stitch. So we're going to yarn over once, yarn over twice, and insert our hook into the next stitch. Pull up 2 loops, pull up another 2 loops, pull up the last 2 loops. This is how we start our next row. So now we're going to make a triple stitch into the next 2 stitches. So 1 triple stitch, 2 triple stitches. Now we're going to do a half triple stitch into the next 2 stitches. And now we're going to do a double crochet stitch into the next 3 stitches, which will be on top of your 3 double triple crochet stitches from the first section of your long wave stitch. So 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet. So you are going to repeat this pattern like you did on your first long wave crochet row all the way to the end, and I'll see you in a little while. Okay, so I'm just going to go through that with you again. So we're going to start on the double crochet stitches. So I'm going to double crochet into the next 3 stitches. So I'm going to insert my hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, insert my hook again, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and again. That's 3 double crochets made. Now I'm going to do a half triple stitch. So I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook, pull through 3 loops. I'm going to do a half triple in the next stitch, and a triple into the next 2 stitches, then a double triple crochet into the next 3 stitches. So I'll go through that with you one more time. Yarn over once, yarn over twice, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, pull through another 2 loops, and pull through the last 2 loops. And we're going to repeat that again 2 more times. So 1, so we've got 3 double triple crochet stitches there. So now we're going to do a triple crochet in the next 2 stitches, a half triple crochet in the next 2 stitches, until you get to the end of the row. Okay, so your long wave stitches should be starting to look like mine. So let's just talk through that one more time. So where you have your double crochet stitches, on the first wavy stitch, you'll have your double triple crochet stitches on top of them, and that's how you make your lovely wavy lines. So again, when you get to the end of this row, you're going to chain 1, which does not count as a stitch. You're then going to turn your work so the wrong way is facing you, and you're going to do a row of double crochet stitches all the way until the end of the row, and then you're going to turn your work so it's facing you again and repeat the very first row of wave stitches. You'll follow the pattern until you get to your last row of wavy stripes. Here I've got the first 2 rows of the pattern and the last 2 rows of the pattern. Now we're going to finish off our wave week with 1 row of triples using the oyster pink. So let's get our oyster pink out. And we're going to get our hook, and we're going to insert our hook into the first stitch of the last row, which will be a double crochet. We're going to chain 1, chain 2, which will act as our first triple crochet on this row. And now we're going to do 1 triple crochet stitch until we get to the end of the row. Again, you should all be experts with this triple crochet stitch, but I'm going to show you one more time. We're going to yarn over, insert our hook into the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. We will do that until we get to the end of our row, and I will see you in a little while. We are just coming to the end of our triple row, and you should by now have your long wave weeks finished. You'll obviously have all your colours in your wave week, which will look different to mine. So this week you've been following along with my video tutorials and hopefully the written pattern. You've learnt some new techniques, you've learnt some new stitches this week. Your blanket is starting to grow. You're working on 2 panels, you've got your heart stitches and then you've got your wave stitch. It's a really great way to work with those 2 panels because it's a really manageable way to make a blanket. Please do pop on over to our Facebook page, share any progress that you've take some lovely pictures, share your progress so I can see. I'd like to pop in and have a look. If you want to tag me on any pictures over at my Instagram at Sweet Sharna, that will be great. So guys, I shall see you next week for part 3.